This week on Scam School, create an amazing coincidence with no talent, which is me. I got no talent.
This episode of Scam School brought to you by the National Campaign Against Drunk Driving.
Welcome to the only show that's only in it for the lulz. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week we have a miracle, an unbelievable coincidence that is so unbelievably simple to pull off. All you need is the simplest of props, a shuffled deck of cards, a fistful of matches, and you've got a miracle. Fan-freaking-tastic. It is so good to see you guys. Aaron, it is lovely to meet you. Krista, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Here's what I want to do. I want to try to create, hopefully, an unbelievable coincidence, right? Do you believe in coincidence or fate? Are you more like everything happens for a reason, or are you more like, the world's chaos, who cares?
Coincidence.
You say chaos, chaos, good, I'm chaos too. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to start, you guys start shuffling up those cards, just so there's no way I could preset an order. I'm going to start tearing up these matches here. Wow, that was very elegant. Look at that.
Thank you.
I want you guys to divide those matches among yourselves, but I don't want to know who has how many. That's your secret. It's your secret number. You got to split them between the two of you. If you want chaos to rule, you can kind of just toss them, and then whichever ones are face up or face down, you can decide, or you can decide there's a purpose to it and say, I want exactly 7, you take the rest. Anything like that. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to turn around the other way. I'm not going to look. I don't want to know. It's your secret. Keep your fistful of matches to yourselves. Do each of you have a fistful of matches?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now do me a favor, count your matches so each of you know how many you have. But keep it secret. Don't even tell each other.
Now I do. Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So no way I can know how many you guys have of each of the matches. Why are you laughing? This is gonna get good. You hang in there. You shuffled up the cards, so you decided what order they're gonna be in. I'm gonna go through the cards one at a time, and I'm gonna count out loud. And if you want, I'll even look away, because I actually don't need to see the cards. But we're going to go through, and whatever card corresponds to your number that you've selected, that will be your card. You with me so far? So for example, 1, if you have 1 match, your card is the 6 of hearts. 2, if you have 2 matches, your card is the 4 of spades. Keep on going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right. Hopefully, you guys each have a card right now. And you remember the suit and the value, right?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, I do a lot of card tricks for a lot of people who have been drinking. And I'm not saying it's not late enough in the evening for this to actually matter, but I'm saying that when people have been drinking, they have a tendency not to remember their freaking card, and it drives me nuts. Please promise me you'll remember both the suit and the value.
Yes. Promise, yes.
Okay, good. Let me go ahead and mix these up here. We'll go ahead and create a bunch of piles. We'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and put this here, like that. Now again, you guys have secret numbers. You have secret cards. We mixed up all the cards. I'm gonna start turning them over 2 at a time. If you see your card, when you do, I want you to drop the matches and raise both your hands up. The second you see your card. Okay, so you gotta get ready.
Ready.
I like that delayed reaction. It almost looked like you thought you missed your cue. You're like, oh wait, that's mine too. That was awesome. You guys were perfect. Was that fun? Was that a cool moment?
Yeah.
All right, see, you're already asking how it's done. Well, I'm going to tell you how it's done, but first we have to thank our sponsors. Let's toast these guys. All right.
Dude, Labor Day weekend is right around the corner. We're talking insane parties, tons of drinking. Hell, I'm going to be at DragonCon in Atlanta, Georgia. It's like the Geeks Burning Man out there. Go out there, have a good time, drink if you're old enough to do so, but do me a favor, promise you won't be one of these dumbasses who drinks and then gets behind the wheel. The police are going to be out in force from August 19th through September 5th. We're talking a nationwide campaign to crack down on impaired driving. Do yourself a favor, drive sober or get pulled over. Every year, nearly 12,000 people die on our roads because of impaired driving. That would be the equivalent to about 30 jumbo jets crashing every single year. And if you're not worried about dying, then just think about this. You're going to get caught. We got record numbers of state and local law enforcement and highway safety officials across the nation taking part in the biggest search for drunk drivers day and night, making the roads safer for the rest of us. Do us a favor, man. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Now, as crazy as it looks, this thing is dead freaking simple. The best part is you need virtually nothing to do this trick. You really do have the deck completely shuffled. You can go ahead and shuffle up the cards. And then you need exactly 21 somethings. Now, we used matches because we're at a bar and you find matches everywhere, but it's very important that it not look like you need exactly 21 of something. So what I did was I grabbed a book of matches, and it turns out that a regular book of matches has exactly 20 matches in it. Now, because I need 21, I just took one more match and tucked it on the inside right here in the back. And literally, once you have the 21 matches in the matchbook, that's all you need to prepare, okay? So what I do is first of all, I want to make it clear that they're the ones who arrange the order for the cards. So I give them the job of shuffling the cards while I make a show of just randomly pulling out all these matches and just sort of throw them into a pile. And again, it's important that you not act like it matters how many matches there are until you have exactly 21 matches in the pile. You ask them to divide it among themselves in any amount they want. This trick will still work if I take 1 and you take 20. It'll work if I have 5 and you have, 16? No matter what the configuration is, it'll still work as long as you do one sneaky move. So you're with me so far, right?
Yes.
So, okay, let's say you've got 19 and you have 2. Okay, you've shuffled up the cards. And again, you got to make it clear. I'm going to go through the cards and associate each one with a number. When you see one, remember your card. So in this case, the 7 of spades would be your card. And I go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Number 19 would be the 4 of spades, your card. That'll be easy to remember. It was the 7 of spades and the 4 of spades. And so I usually keep on going to act like I have no idea how many matches there are. I think I went all the way up to 25. And I'm like, okay, so by now you guys each have a card, right? You grab the cards and you set them right on top. Here's literally the only secret move you need to do is just with your hands in an overhand shuffle, peel off 10 cards, one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all you have to do. And the way I handle it, now I don't want to make it look like this is an important big move. So what I do is while I'm talking to you, I made sure to say, hey, do me a favor, I do a lot of card tricks, and sometimes people, they don't remember their card and the suit. So just promise me that you're not going to forget your card. And when I did that, I counted off 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So, and it's good conversationally because I say, hey, do me a favor, and I gesture and pause. Do a lot of card tricks. Some people, they don't remember their card and the value. Just promise me you won't be that guy. So now I have 10 cards in this hand. Now what I did, maybe this is fancy or too fancy, it's up to you. But I set the cards on top and I just keep my pinky wedged in there like that. And so then I take these cards and I just sort of, you just gotta end up with 2 cards. One with the rest of the cards, the other with the 10 you peeled off. Now how you do that is entirely up to you. Now the way I did it was I did a little bit of mixing around, and you could go back and rewatch it. I just sort of set 4 piles and I kept track of which one was which pile, and I ended up with my 2 stacks on top. So again, this is the rest of the stack. These are the 10 cards I peeled off. Now all you have to do is say, raise your hand when you see your card. I honestly don't know what your cards are. I honestly don't know where they are, but I do know that they're gonna appear at the exact same time. And in this case, it was what, the 7 of spades and the 4 of spades, or 3 of spades or something like that? When you see them, you guys freaking scream to the top of your lungs. Get ready. Here we go, get ready.
Really?
Get ready. Yes, I freaking mean it. You better freaking scream. Here it. That was the worst epic scream of all time, but that's okay, because the important question is, do you have any questions about this? Is there anything that doesn't make sense?
I still don't get why it works.
I don't get why it works either. It doesn't matter why it works. Some kind of math mojo. I don't pay attention to it. All I know is that when you follow those steps, it definitely works. And so the only question remaining is which one of you is going to perform it on us. All right, final exam time, which means Aaron has to blow our minds. Take it away, Aaron.
Amazing trick.
No way. An amazing trick?
Yes. First, you have to divide these matches.
I have to divide the matches? You want me to pull the matches out? Or you got it? You got that under control.
And meanwhile, one of you...
I'll shuffle the cards. I'm not bad at shuffling cards. Because I don't trust you. You just have that shifty-eyed look.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's just mean of you to make fun of my
you know what? Shifty-eyed. That's all I'm saying. All right? I'm gonna mix these up to make sure that there's no way she could prearrange the order of the cards, because magicians do that kind of thing all the time. Not that I'm saying you're a magician. I wouldn't want to use that kind of foul language on you. But I am totally satisfied that there's no way I can know the order of those cards.
Now you guys are going to divide these between yourselves in any order that you want.
So I can take as many as I want?
Yes.
All right.
No, I'm not going to look.
Any amount?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to take these. You take all the rest. We should keep this secret from you, right?
Yes.
Okay, we should count how many we have, I guess, right?
I would hope
Yes.
so.
All right, I got mine.
Okay.
I got my number. You got your secret number,
Yes.
right? All right, got it.
So now I want you guys to remember how many matches you have.
Okay.
And as I turn over the card, that's your card. It's the same number. So,
The one that matches the number.
Yeah, so
Okay.
if you have one match, you're the 7 of diamonds.
Right.
2 matches, you're the king of hearts.
Gotcha. I mean, I already got one. Do you have a card?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we both have cards.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright. Now it's important that you actually remember your cards. Okay. So do you remember the card?
I remember the number and the suit, because it seems like both of those would be important to remember. Like, if I only remember one of those, it would be stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so now make some piles.
Oh my gosh, she's mixing it all up. Craziness.
When you see your card, raise your hand.
And go nuts.
Go crazy.
Loud. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Okay, you're good. Huzzah! Woo! Best trick ever! Fantastic job, Aaron. You freaking nailed it. We're toasting our empty glasses to you.
First and foremost, want to give a huge thanks to Mr. David Rangel for teaching us this gem. We were hanging out at a convention in Las Vegas and he blew me away with it. Do me a favor and check out his podcast, the 816 Podcast. If you're looking for raw, unfiltered truth when it comes to the world of magic, you're not going to do better than these guys. Speaking of which, I want to hear about your success stories and failure stories, so hit us up at the forums at scamschool.tv where you can see all of our episodes right back to episode 1. If you're doing the Twitter thing, you can follow the show at twitter.com/scamschool. And why don't you and me be BFFs? Hit me up at twitter.com/Schwood, my Facebook at facebook.com/Schwood, and I'm on that new Google Plus thing everyone's talking about. I do the Google Pluses. By the way, if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. And next week, make sure to join us because we're going to learn how to use a Higgs boson particle to complete a mind-reading effect that may or may not exist, depending on your frame of reference. It's highly complicated. In fact, I've got a flight to CERN right now. Hang on, I'll be right back. This week on Scam School, you fall off because you're not very good. This is what a miracle looks like in sign world language in my stupid... That's probably offensive to ASL people. All you need is a shuffled deck of cards and a fistful of matches to explode some minds. Or freeze ray minds, or use heat ray vision on minds. Or verbally abuse some minds. Or, poke the eye of the mind eye, or maybe fling poo at my, no, that's, maybe you're disrespecting the minds. You're rolling your car over a jar with the brain in it and the mind gets squished in it. That's too graphic. It's a good trick, is what I mean. It's a good trick. You'll take a mind and drop it on a mine, and the mine will blow up the mind, and there'll be mind juice all over your face. You'll be like, this is gross. Why did I do that? I don't know. I got nothing.